Hey guys, good morning. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? We back to a good morning jam stream, so doing good. Hey Lily. Hey, how you doing? Hey man, welcome. Good morning jam. Hope you guys are doing okay. Well, just felt like turning the OBS on while I'm having a cup of coffee. Figured I was actually thinking about doing looking over some clips from yesterday's wonderful stream. And I was like, you know what? I had a session that got canceled today, so it got rescheduled. I was like, okay, well, I'm up. What should I do? Should I get some rest or get some more rest? Because I do feel like I need a little bit more rest, but maybe I should just, maybe work on something else. And yeah, I remembered I had some clips rendering in the background using Opus clip, actually, using Opus. So I might as well go ahead and check them out. And before I do that, I figured I'd see how you guys are doing. So hope you have your cup of coffee ready. I definitely got my cup here, so. What's going on, guys? Good morning, everybody. Let me see how everybody. What's up, Star Siblings? What's good? Hi, Azen or Ezian. Margaret. Hey, a lot of y'all from YouTube over here. YouTubies on the stream over here, man. That's crazy. Awesome. What's up, J-Day? I guess Jay's not at work. Thank you for, by the way, all the members. I see a few of the members on the screen. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for sticking around. Really appreciate it. You have a cup of tea? I got you. You know what's funny? I was checking. I went to go make tea this morning, and I noticed that, and not tea, but coffee. I noticed I'm running out of coffee, so might be a good opportunity to go back to tea. Might be a good opportunity to go back. Yeah. Today we have a good stream today later on today, so hope you guys are able to make it. We're gonna react to my Minecraft Diaries, and then we're gonna react to episode 2 of the alternate series. So you definitely want to miss that. And if we have time, there is something else I want to react to. I'm actually quite sad about it because I haven't had a chance to really watch her that much. I don't normally watch VTuber streams from start to finish or anything like that. So, but if you are a VTuber fan, you've heard about Gura's retirement from Hololive. They call it graduating, but I heard like a few seconds of it, and she sounds extremely depressed and sad. So, and it hurt me. It hurt me a little bit, I'll be honest. So we might react to that video. We might react to it today. So I personally, as someone who's still trying to get into the reacting to VTuber stuff every so often, and you definitely know that that particular VTuber. So I already had, and I think I don't know, most likely she's probably gonna do VTubing, from her original account, from what I've gathered, that's probably what's going to end up happening, as a more independent, which honestly, I did a tiny bit of research on VTubing agencies, particularly ones in Japan, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think the allure, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and you can agree with me if you want. I think the allure of joining a VTubing agency, for the most part, is gone. I think particularly Western VTubers are realizing, and many, not just Western, but a lot of people are realizing that VTuber agencies aren't it, right? And a lot of them are probably black companies, for sure, or have tendencies of black companies where, by that I mean very, and you can look that up, but I think what I'm trying to say is, if you're gonna, I think if you're gonna become a VTuber, I think it's best to be independent. Like, the allure of having like an audience generated already waiting for you in HoloLive and these other companies might seem like a great thing to go for in the beginning, and maybe there is value in still doing it. But from the outside looking in, from a casual perspective and from a business perspective, I don't feel like I feel like if you had to choose between being independent and owning your own IP, your own business, your own everything, instead of having a company dictate everything to you and you have little to no control, even if it seems like the money's worth it, it probably isn't. It probably isn't, dude. And I don't even think they make that much money, to be genuinely honest with you. I don't think they make that much money. They make a lot of money for HoloLive or all these other companies. I don't think they make that much money for anybody that's not named the company, basically. So I don't see it. I don't see why people, I honestly, at this point, I see no reason. If like, I always think of these things personally. If I'm gonna if I was to be a VTuber, would I ever consider joining an organization like these VTuber agencies? 99% no. You know, because I've yet to hear of a contract that's fair, or hear of, and you know, they always try to hide it behind NDAs and stuff like that, so these people can't really talk about it openly. I guarantee you these contracts are very predatory. I guarantee you. You know, I guarantee you. Now, here's the thing. There's going to be a small percentage of VTubers, I think, that will make it work and then leave and then take that audience with them. And that's probably the smartest thing you can do. I think for Gura specifically, it's an argument. It's not even an argument. There are 3 VTubers I personally believe exploded the VTubing craze, particularly in the West, and all of them were from HoloLive. In terms of the West really jumping in on the craze, obviously there were VTubers before them. Okay, Corrine, Coco, and Gura, right? And that's what it looks like to me, because even when I wasn't really paying attention to VTubers, and I think this is the key thing that you have to look at, I wasn't really watching VTubers at all, besides like a clip here and there. Very, very, the definition of casual or tourist, but I knew who Gura was. That kind of reach and influence is very powerful, because the vast majority of people who will be consuming a product are casual. almost in every product ever, especially in entertainment. Being able to, and so I think that's why Coco Kason has done so well for her own particular reasons, and Gura will do the same. So, bro, my initial reaction when I heard about the Gura situation was Hololive effed up. Hololive really effed up because I think the linchpin of that, to me, the linchpin of their influence of VTubing, of having that hold on the VTubing audience in VTuber audience in the US was Hololive English, and she was the linchpin of that. So I don't know what they did to make her sound like she was just done with everything and so sad and depressed that they couldn't work something out with her. I don't know what it's just so funny. Like, I try to imagine myself in my situations, like if I had a talent like that. And granted, we're just talking off the cuff here. We don't know the details, and we won't know for a long time for contractual reasons. But if I had a talent like her, honestly, whatever she needed, she would get, right? But it probably speaks to the culture of these companies and how they just don't even think of you as a person. From what it looks like to me, you know what I mean? There's no way, and I could be wrong about this, there's no way she was asking for something or needed something that they couldn't budge on, or they couldn't, like, whatever direction they wanted to go. And it's always vague when they say the words difference in opinion, difference in direction. It's usually something way more drastic than the neutered language they're using, so they don't get in trouble legally. Because I'm assuming this person is still in Japan, probably needs to leave once she graduates, but she'll probably have to. I'm assuming there's some type of work visa situation if she's not in Japan. I'm assuming she's in Japan. I don't know, but I can't imagine an American company saying, oh, you have this issue? Yeah, we may have this rule or this rule in place, but you've done so much for us, and let's be real here, you've made us so much money, and you've connected us to 360 million people in the US, or to a market that exploded this huge part of our industry that was strictly almost just Japan and Asia. What can we do to help? What can we do? I would have a hard time believing she needed something that they just could not budge on, like, objectively speaking. So I have a suspicion that this is just another example of a Japanese company just treating their employees like they're not human, like garbage, which is an uncommon thing anywhere, but we're just particularly talking about VTubing agencies. I would not be surprised if that was going on and she just got tired of it. You know what I mean? And I'm seeing I've heard a few other VTubers have left recently as well in the last few months on the English side. I believe, because I noticed Aphmau was gone from that group too. So, and then I found out she graduated. It's not an easy agency. I think it's more than just not easy. I think it's predatory, personally. I think it's predatory. Amelie? No, we're talking about Gura. I heard that Gura is retiring. So I'm just telling you my initial thoughts when I heard about it. I haven't watched the video fully yet, so I could be wrong about a lot of this. But my initial reaction is great. I think the reputation of Hololive is gonna get... I have this weird feeling that the reputation of Hololive is gonna come into question in the West, if it hasn't already. Because if you look into Japanese culture at all in terms of business practices and how they treat employees, you've heard of the concept of a black company, and there was another company, VTubing agency, that was under fire for a lot of controversy and drama. I think the name was Niji Saji. Someone would pronounce, tell me what I'm talking about here. Niji Sanji. So I don't even know if the shoujo, the one I've heard of, the other one I've heard of before, they probably have some stuff as well, but I haven't heard anything. But it appears to be that they're on the up and up in terms of how they treat their people, but who knows? You never know. So we'll see what happens. Most likely what's going to happen in the next few months, guys, is that Gura is probably going to go to whatever her old account is and revitalize that. And she will make so much money. She will make so much money, chat. So I wouldn't even... And she'll be able to do it at her own pace. She'll be able to, you know, set her own hours. She answers to herself. And I think that is why I just tell people, I want people to think about owning your own shit. Because 9 times out of 10, when a company owns your stuff, owns your likeness, or they put you on a contract like that, they are trying to just rip your soul out of your body. You have to go into these contracts assuming they're trying to rip your soul out of your body and then fight for what you... and fight as best as you can for a good compromise. And I don't think these companies allow that at all. So I also think in Japan, and I could be wrong, if you talk bad about a company, even if they did you wrong, that shit will stick with you for the rest of your life. Like they will make your life a living hell, even long after you left a company. So it's very dangerous to talk bad about a company, even if you've done everything right and they've just effed you over. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, but these are the thoughts I had when I heard about it, because I was just thinking about like how valuable is Gura to that company, and unless she just wanted to go and she just thought it was time to move on, and it was nothing against them, like I haven't watched the video, I sincerely doubt that, right? I sincerely doubt it, but that I don't know. I have to watch the video, so we're gonna react to that at some point. But those are my initial thoughts before I've seen anything too much. I've seen a few seconds of it. I just heard her voice and I heard a few things she said at the beginning. Actually, it was on Twitch, and I accidentally ran into a streamer, a VTuber. It's like a monkey VTuber with like yellow dreadlocks. I kind of accidentally jumped in there. It's like Banana something, and she was watching the video, and I was like, oh wow, that's right, because I had texted a friend of mine last night, because I know he's really into VTubing, and I said, hey man, I heard about Gura, and he was like, yep, all good things come to an end. And then I saw this VTuber talking about it, and I was like, this is huge news. This is almost like LeBron James retiring in many regards. Not like she's like LeBron James a VTuber, but you know what I mean, that kind of shock, you know what I mean? Like it's finally gone, like that's like an era, you know what I mean? Banana Juju, that's her name? Okay, cool. Yeah, Banana. Yeah. I've seen some videos circulating about this particular VTuber for some reason, and I watched a few videos about it, and apparently people are like getting on her case because of her design, which is like the dumbest reason. I can't believe it's 2025 and people are still like bitching over dreadlocks on a cartoon character, particularly when, like, you know, and it's you almost always white people. I'm sorry to say it. It's always people who don't have the capacity to have good-looking dreads, who telling people what they can and can't do. You know, and it's just so annoying. It's so annoying. And then if a black person goes and says, "Hey man, I'm black, by the way. I don't need you to like tell other people what's racist or what's not racist to me," I think it's okay. If you do that, then they don't even listen to you. So, whatever. Church of Quantum, what's good? Sorry. We're just having some coffee, having a good morning. But yeah, anyways. I love Banana Juju. I like the design a lot. I really do. But I haven't really reacted to her stream content. I haven't reacted to her content yet. What kind of coffee? It's like a Nescafe. Just instant coffee, basically. It's nothing special. What's up, frogs? I gotta make tea soon now that I'm home. Oh, nice, nice. More of a hot chocolate person. I love hot chocolate. I love it. So I was thinking about the Rise Priest emote. Oh yeah. You got an example for me to look at? What's the schedule for Diaries reactions? I forgot. We typically do it. We try to do it at 2 p.m. on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Who would be the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit of Quantum? I'm not trying to get that blasphemous on Azar, to be honest. I'm not trying to be too deep about it. It's just to be funny. Who would be nailed to the cross? See, like, that's OD for me, dude. I wouldn't be comfortable doing that. Are you planning on VTuber? I mean, I personally don't. I like the appeal of it. I just don't know if I want to I just don't know if I want to do it, honestly. It's, from the outside looking in, it seems extremely saturated, oversaturated even, and a lot of voice actors are moving towards VTubing. And honestly, I feel like if I do it, I'll just be hopping on a train that I wasn't even trying to catch in the first place. To be honest. Now that could change, and maybe if I find some angle that I really think I would love to do it, maybe that'll be the case. A lot of people choose VTuber because it's easier visually to be expressive in that way, or at least they're not comfortable showing themselves on camera. And to be honest, but because I've been doing this for a while, even though I'm a person who doesn't think they're all that in terms of appearance at all, and even slightly uncomfortable with it, or dealt with anxiety over a lot of things, and have just the same issues a lot of people do, I've genuinely gotten over it and don't give a crap anymore. I don't care. So, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it or have one for fun. But it'll probably be just a PNG or something. I don't feel like that's for me right now. You know what I mean? I don't think I'll be that successful doing it, to be honest. I don't think so. What's up, Vampire? I just want to say that Rhys is my favorite Minor Demons character. You're my favorite person. Aw, thanks, Frogs. What's good, man? Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Oh, by the way, everyone who's popping in, by the way, we ended up streaming today, this morning, this early, because I got up this morning and I had a session this early this morning and it got rescheduled this morning. So I don't have work this morning. So I was like, okay, should I just go to sleep, get some extra rest? And then I was like, no, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go work on some video. We had a stream yesterday and I had it up in the background rendering like clips. So I was going to go look through the clips and just see what I like. And do maybe make some adjustments and changes and stuff like that. And then so what I'm trying to do, guys, what I'm trying to do is whenever I have a really cool stream, particularly when it's a collab stream, I try to use, I'm currently using a program called Opus Clips to assist me in making clips. And I'm going to try that for a while and see how that goes. And I have a bunch of clips queued up already on YouTube. One at 12 o'clock and one for 12 and one for 4 p.m. Pacific. Every day from now until like the end of the month. And I'm gonna keep on doing it like that. And see how it looks in terms of the algorithm. And when I was checking my analytics, and we are getting, ever since I started doing that, or let me see here. Let me look at my, okay, so I'm looking at my analytics right now. I guess I'll pull it up on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about now. Don't know why that's at the bottom. Anyways. Okay. Alright. Why is that on the screen, man? I don't know why that's on the board. Alright, ignore that at the bottom for a second, because I don't know why that's there. I'm trying to fix it. It's probably this. There it is. Got it. Alright. So what I did notice over the last month. Is that out of our new viewers, the last 28 days, more is like the last 25 days, we've gotten the most new viewers through shorts. It's actually double of my videos. You know, our reaction videos. It's more than double. And it dwarfs how many new viewers we get for our live streams. Which is very interesting, because I assumed that a big part of why we've been growing, I assumed it was because of the live videos, of reacting to the Aphmau stuff, for example. But it's actually, in the last month, it's because of the shorts, by the looks of it. Yeah, that's insane. I'm gonna go back real quick. So I don't think the short. When I originally saw the shorts and I was looking at the views on the shorts total, it didn't tell the whole story. Doesn't tell the whole story. But now here's another thing. It's pretty even between returning viewers between all the types of content we do here, which is cool. I like that. Most of our subscribers come from videos, though, not from the live stream, not from the shorts, which that's fair. That makes sense, because most people that follow and subscribe to us aren't like subscribing once the live is happening. They're like, oh, we've missed the VOD, we missed it, or we find it. They're now finding it on in their recommendations. That's probably what it means, right? This probably means we're being recommended more. But over half of our views in the last month has been from shorts. Obviously, YouTube is pulling shorts. I mean, is pushing shorts, right? So that's probably part of it. Anyways, I think thank you guys, by the way, for watching the shorts. Okay, it means because a lot of this is experimental as we try to grow the channel. We're trying to figure things out. Trying to watch videos from time to time and hope to get some suggestions and stuff. One thing I'm considering trying to do for the channel is posting more videos, but the videos I want to post are not necessarily just entertainment, but educational, or shorts or videos or clips from our VODs where we're just talking like this and I'm talking about important stuff. Or someone asks a very interesting question, I answer it honestly about a certain topic, right? I want to see how those do. So like, for example, there's probably a short clip in the beginning where I was talking about my thoughts on the Gura. That probably is a clip that I could just post and see what happens. Test it out. Your videos have been popping up more. I don't know. It's because I watched them. It's definitely because you watched them. What we're looking for is these VODs to be recommended to people who like Minecraft, who like Aphmau, who like those kinds of things. Who haven't been watching the content, right? James, you made a new Rhys vid. Is a gacha vid? Oh, nice. Cool. Did you post it in our Discord? I like watching your shorts and videos while on breaks or relaxing from work. Oh, do you now? Okay, cool. What's up, My Street MCD Lover 23. Wow. Tell us how you really feel. I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. It's coming up for my brother as well, and he doesn't watch you. Okay. And you guys don't share like the same like account. It's good to know. James, I can't believe you're 39. I thought you were in your 20s. I mean, maybe it's the camera. I don't know. To be fair, you're not the only person who didn't know. It's not like I broadcast it, but at the same time, I don't care. Also, I look a lot younger than most people. I guess most people my age. There's a lot of stuff I don't eat or do that contributes to that. So, that's all. You thought he was 37 to 49? That's an interesting range, to be honest. Like, my vocal... I was thinking about this, too. My vocal range, or, like, I guess voice print, I'm basically 39... I'm basically 40. I'm 40. But my voice is, like, 10, 15 years younger sounding. So I get cast a lot for characters that are like teenagers in cartoons, right? I really do. Which I think is cool. I wish I could do younger voices, but it's like around that like teenager or just about to become a teenager, like depending on the show, depending on like how the show is, like you know how you'll watch some anime or some TV shows and like you'll listen to a person supposed to be like a kid, like a literal child, but they sound like an adult. That can work depending on the type of show, but oftentimes you'll see it in shows and you'll be like, that's kind of off-putting. So when I do a character for a kid, they're typically like around 13 and up. That's kind of like the range. Like Roa Kassidy, that's kind of what we're talking about. Even if you're talking about like Hero Inside, when I voice Nick, that's around that range, right? And it fits. It objectively fits really well. And I don't really go too much further than that. There's another show where I'm working on where I'm in that wheel box as well. And I like looking at that and analyzing it, because it sounds like that is like my core like appeal for casting directors, right? They hear that voice that you hear, or variations of the voice you hear from Roa Kassidy or from Nick, and they're like, let's cast him as this. And so hopefully, once I get an agent, get a new demo reel, etc., I start getting a lot more of those, so I can at least rely on those types of roles to keep the lights on in the apartment, basically. So, by the way, I hope you guys did your taxes, because I'm hoping I get a little bit of relief so I can start saving some money. I haven't been able to really do that the last several months. Like, I've barely been able to pay rent, in most cases. But at the same time, I always think of it like there's people who are in worse situations. So in a way, I'm still trying to keep that positivity, that positive attitude. It's why I haven't been able to go to places. It's like cons and stuff, because I just haven't been able to go. I just can't go. Very sad, very unfortunate. So the plan is, just so you guys are aware, the plan is to have the Streamly pop off. So if you guys remember my Streamly page, that's where the autographs are, like, as a source of passive income. I'm not expecting too much from it yet. Right, I'm not, like, you know what I mean? I'm not expecting too much of it yet, but that's like one source of passive income on the side. Every once in a while, I'll get a request for an autograph, which, by the way, I have some apps to send out autographs very soon. That's been great. The live streams, I've been collaborating more with the Aphmau voice actors, because they're first of all, they're fun people to play with, and I've always wanted to just play with people, but also stream it, because it's funny and it's fun. But it also helps that I think it helps grow everybody's like audience, being able to share it and cross-pollinate. I think that's gonna help out in the long run as well, and I don't mind that at all. Like, I really don't. Like, I want these people to glaze themselves constantly when they're on my streams. Own a Rise poster, but my parents said no, Sally. Well, don't worry about it. I mean, it is what it is. Are you looking for any... I think someone asked me, do I... Well, first of all, thank you for saying I look good for 39. To be honest with you, man, Jacob, most people... I don't think it's that hard to look like this. I'm not doing anything particularly crazy. I honestly could do more. I could exercise more. I can drink more water. But I think if you just, like, most people, all they gotta do is just not do, like, drug stuff. Just drugs. Not drink too much. Don't smoke. Drink plenty of water. Stop eating all this garbage American, like, fast food stuff. That by itself does a lot. And it's not even, like, hard. It's a lot of what you're not doing compared to what you are doing. If you're to play another game with Aphmau, what would you play? I don't know. It's a good question. Usually when I'm playing games with the Av crew, it's like my first time playing it. So it's fun. It's a fun experience because, it's just fun to play new games with them, particularly. Because it's always funny. If you were to play, if same concept as women being cast as children and boys, yeah, exactly. To be honest, I kind of wish I could do even younger voice. I'm jealous of these actors who can do, like, very convincing young character voices, right? I think it's really awesome. It's really cool. And I'm jealous of people, actors who have, like, a natural voice that lends to that, you know? It's not like I hate my voice. I just wish I could do, like, this kind of voice more often, but then I can also go into, like, my younger voice more often as well. Like a young kid voice too. 'Cause I just want to be able to do it, just even if it's just for fun. Like I can do it, but it hits it. But it's like I think the range or like the type, like what you would cast that type of voice for, is not like all encompassing. It's like a specific kind of person. Which, to be fair, it's fine. Any specific agencies you're wanting to look at? Honestly, I'm gonna try all of them. I wanted to get into Atlas. Probably, if I was to think of one agency the most, it would probably be Atlas. You know, I'm broke as a joke. Oh my goodness, same. Not gonna lie, I pay my taxes. Nice, Jacob. James, could you add the Discord link in the description? Oh, yeah, I guess I can do that. For some reason, hold on a second. For some reason, my Discord is being dumb. Let me quit Discord and then reopen it. Can't wait to rewatch Minecraft. Like the movie? My mom needs to listen to you? Why? Why would your mom need to listen to me? About what in particular? What are you talking about? I don't think anyone needs to listen to me. Hey guys, keep with the questions and stuff, man. Let's turn this into like an Ask Me Anything kind of stream where we just talk about stuff we normally don't talk about. Can we do that? Let's see here. Let's look at my content while we're doing that too. Oh wow. Okay. So looks like the alternate video has 5,000, almost 5,500 views, 60 it's 68 comments. You guys are funny. It's one away from that number. All right. 331 likes. You can't see it on the right side, but one thing I also appreciate about how we're growing the channel so far, obviously I would love to see more views, and it's probably some stuff I'm doing wrong for sure, but the ratio is always like 98, 99, 100. I haven't seen anything lower than 93 or 90, yeah, like on any of the videos. Oh, there it is. There's one that says 93 right here. And that was an announcement video, I think. I posted an announcement. Yeah, it's very interesting. And then for the shorts, let's see here. See, I have a bunch of video scheduled. You see here? I have a bunch of videos scheduled till May the 1st. So I private them, and then I you know, put the tags and everything, and then I go ahead and set them up. So what I want to start doing is having content in the morning. Whether it's a stream, I'm not sure, or if it's just like a video. Like maybe what I'll do is I'll take our reaction videos that are, you know, like for example, like these Aphmau reaction videos where it's just like not the stream, but like, oh, like the alternates part 2. I want to test putting it in the mornings, like 9 o'clock in the morning, PST, which would be 12 in the East Coast, and see how that does. Because what I want to do is I want to be able to have content in the morning and content in the afternoon, not necessarily always live. So this is me trying to figure out what content I'm going to add that is entertaining / helpful in the morning too. Yo, Skelly, what's good? James, how about you react to Aphmau fan vids? Ooh, that reminds me, dude. That reminds me. I do have a huge list of videos I save. And someone recently made a video, an Aphmau related video. Let me see if I can find it. I have like a bunch of, I gotta clean this shit up. Skelly, how you doing, man? You never caught a stream live before? Sounds like we should do more streams in the morning, guys. What are you doing up, man? Yeah, it seems I found one yesterday. Made my heart so happy. I'll DM you. You found one what? Found one what? I had a comment on the ultimate video. Why does it still say 68? Why are you trying to be weird, bro? Why are you trying to be weird, Ja? You're doing well. Hope you're doing great. Too. James, keep kicking ass. Thank you, Skelly. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm a weird person. Yeah, most of y'all are weird, but that's why that's fine though. Yeah, keep the lights on. So, shout outs to the weird people, man. Weird. Where is it? Okay, I have like a million playlists. And I know I don't watch all these. Where's the one I have for just like holding VODs that I want to watch later? Where's it at? Should be like a watch later. You know what? Let me do this. Where's my watch later stuff? There it is. Why is your Discord link not working? I have no freaking clue, dude. Let me see if I can do something about it. All right. I'm gonna make a link that lasts forever. Generate new link. Here you go. There you go. All right. Skelly, what you got for me? What is this? Found. Hold up. What is this, bro? What is this? I'm about to. Skelly, what is this, bro? Hold on a second, guys. I guess we're watching vids now. What is this? Oh, that's Rhys and that's Zane. Huh? Okay. All right, let's see what this is about.
She's my friend too.
And you called her ugly.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How?
I mean, you compared her to the spooky dookie, so, but I for one think Aphmau is beautiful. Dude, yo, why is Rhys looking like kind of nice? I'm gonna say, man. Look at him. And he has got these gloves on too. I kind of like this. I kind of like this fit. You guys can't. Oh, let me get the camera out of the way. Let me get my ugly face out of the way. I like the fit. Hold up. Camera, move. Move, cameraman. All right. Look at the fit, bro. Does he have a hood on or something? Is that a hood in the back? I don't know, but I like this. I like this fit, like the vest with the collar shirt and the white gloves. The heck, man? You've been hit by a smooth criminal, ma.
Really? Aw, Rhys, that's so sweet.
Rhys is so okay. Why does Rhys not have a girlfriend? I swear to God, man. Is he? I mean, he is. I see no issues with him. He's perfect. Chat. My bias showing. He's perfect. Okay, he might have an issue with ice cream. He might have an issue with sweets. I think he has an issue with sweets. He might actually have diabetes one day.
What?
Aw, thank you, Casey. I too think you are beautiful.
Oh my gosh! Now that's a man.
Hey.
Okay, Zay's getting upset. I remember this scene. I remember this. Rhys is looking kind of crisp. I'm not gonna, you know, that's what I say, Skilly. When you say sharp, I say crisp. You know, and then, you know, I'll let you use that phrase. I'll let you use that phrase, yo. Well, I ship him with a certain someone. Really? Okay, cool. I don't mind shipping. I already told. I think we had a conversation about shipping. To be honest, right? Like basically TLDR, if I do ship something, it's more based off of narrative, what happens in the narrative and where it's leading to, and me trying to figure it out through that way, not me just going wild and just picking whatever based off of one interaction like many ships do, which doesn't really bother me. It's just I like to be more logical with mines. And then I dropped out of even considering doing shipping, thinking about it too much because people were getting really weird with it and being very mean about it. So I just like stopped. Zane and Rhys. Oh, you did a Zane X Rhys? Why? Explain the Zane X Rhys one and then Xena X Rhys? Gotcha. I'm trying to figure out, like, see, so the way my mind thinks, like, I don't see either of those narratively yet. I don't really see what interaction would lead you to that. That's how I think when it comes to stuff like that. Anyways.
Hey, wait, you! Your name's Xena, right?
Hey?
Stop!
Hold up. What's the design for Xena? Hold up. Wait a minute. Xena has this kind of color eyes? Why does she kind of remind me of Black Swan from Honkai Star Rail? Is that crazy?
Stop making Rhys look so good!
Zane, I just gotta tell you, man, like, she's not doing that. It's natural, man. It's just I just woke up like this, you know what I'm saying? I can't help it, you know. I don't know how I do it. I just do it, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Oh, he wants you to stop gassing Rhys up.
Why did he just say that?
Hold on, wait, whoa, what's this? Who's this? Is he posing for the camera? I wasn't expecting that. Dang! Someone really likes Xena. That's all that means. Someone just really likes Xena. Rhys glows naturally. Yes, right. I have a natural glow. Yes. Chad, random question. What in particular about Rhys is the most appealing aspect about him as a character? Okay, just and try to chill, but genuinely speaking. Xena was a diva in the video. Xena was a diva. That kind of hits like a little bit of a rhyme there, man. Nah. Diva is a female version of a hustler. No. Okay. I'll take it. Huge compliment. You know who Black Swan is, right, Skelly? His insight, if I'm going with my inner demons Rhys, gotcha. The one that you see in videos now is just way goofier. Like it's funny because so we were recording. I was recording with Andy, and he was like, "It's funny because like it's just you now." It's just you. Rhys it's just you, bro. Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. What's funny is my mom said if she had to pick an MID character today, she would pick Rhys. She chose well. Fascinating. Yes. What else? Yeah, she's voiced by my. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny when you say that. when you refer to Lindsay as a owner. It's so funny. Every once in a while it throws me off. I will admit when I read it in text. Wait, what? I just read that. She's in Ruby too? Nah, that's cap. Were you serious? I'm about to look it up. I'm looking it up because I think you're lying of all things. That's hilarious. No way! Oh, she's Blake? Holy shit. I did not know that. I did not know that. The That's crazy, dude. Small ass world, bro. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. I like voice acting, man. I was telling somebody about this weeks ago. Actually, I mentioned every once in a while I always say this, but like small fucking world, you know what I mean? Small world, dude. You just like be doing your thing and you just run into people, or you find out the people you work with are they are in this show, or they know this person, or they work with this person. You ran into this person at this place. It's so that's one of the most fascinating things about doing voiceover for me. Like the whole meeting people stuff, you know what I mean? I like the whole meeting people thing, you know, that you're, you know, that you never expect, you know? Like, I went to a convention and accidentally ran into Lisa Ortiz. I didn't even know she was there. And that was a fun experience. I like those things give me joy. Just running into people and stuff like that. Like, I remember last year I went to a convention and ran into, a bunch of voice actors, actually. Ran to Aiden Rudd. He was going down an escalator, going to his next thing. And you guys know Aiden. He voices Sam in Star Rail. That was fun to see. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it, guys. It's like, oh, that's a cool thing to think about. You know. I don't know. What's up? Yo, Michael, what's good? It's a small world after all. Oh, you're so funny. Yeah, that is true. Hey, James, I'll do an edit if you want, of you if you want to. What do you mean an edit of me? Like, clips from the stream? Wait, what was that? Bro, my friend just texted me and said, hey, I found someone named Jambuds VO. Is he James Bond? Lol? What the heck? I feel like our characters we voice eventually just becomes a part of us. Yeah, absolutely. Because you're supposed to resonate with them in a way that allows you to naturally, you know, act and make them as believable. In your attempt to make them as believable as possible, you're supposed to like become vulnerable and resonate with your characters in a personal way, right? To where eventually it feels like it's just you in certain aspects. About James X Rise, that doesn't make sense. I'm broke AF. Me too. It's fine. You spent all your money on chocolate ice cream? That's not fine. At least pick several different flavors of ice cream next time. You have to diversify, okay? You have to diversify. Jacob, thank you for the super chat, by the way. I saw the comment. I totally forgot. Didn't even see the super chat part. I really appreciate it. Type 1 if you are down for these types of streams in the morning. I have 600 to my name. That's better than me. I had a lot of things to pay for early this month. So, it is life. Such is life, man. I was having a conversation with my sister a few days ago. Because we're all struggling right now. We're all struggling. Like most Americans are right now. But, you know, specifically just talking about us. We're all struggling in one way or another. But, yeah. And she's thinking about taking another step in her career, doing something different. Something that got ruined because of the pandemic that she's considering going back to. So, like, TLDR, she used to cook. She used to be a chef. And she would cook at people's homes, and these clients that she cooked for, you know, they paid her well. They were, you know, I wouldn't say upper class, but like, you know, like they made a lot of money. And then that got ruined because of the pandemic. So she had to move. She had to work at another job. She had to work, like a different job that she could do, but because for various reasons she not happy, which I get. And yeah, but generally speaking, we're all like not doing great. We're just trying to like keep each other like, what's the word for it? Encouraged, I guess. And while talking to her, and I thought about it before, but it hit me again that like considering the situation, right? I'm not well-to-do I'm not doing well by any means. By what standards you would normally think, I would say that. And obviously things could be better. Still not really getting. I'm not getting. Well, a lot of work in LA, much at all. I'm still working on that process of grinding and getting, getting involved more, and etc. Not gonna bore you with that. All things considered, for one reason or another, at least I've still been able to pay my rent. Bare minimum, and like I have other bills too. I have like loans and stuff I have to pay. I've managed to be able to find a way to do it for this long, and that's good. That's something to look positively at, because it could be a lot worse. It really could. When I lost my day job, I was very scared. So the fact I was able to get to the point where I can do that through a combination of voiceover and streaming, even though I'm not even making, I'm telling y'all, I'm not making a lot from streaming. I'm not. But it's just, it's enough to at least say, wow, okay, you're able to do this to support yourself in some fashion. That's admirable, considering you were just like, bro, like, you kind of just jumped in there, didn't know what the heck you were doing. I think it's good to look at, like, evaluate those things and say, you know what? I'm appreciative of that. I'm appreciative of that. And eventually it's going to get better. Eventually we'll be able to do more things, go out more. Like, I'm not a big money guy. I'm not. When I think of one of the first things I would do if I was to make a lot of money, I kid you not, just to give you an example, so you understand who I am as a person when it comes to money. If someone told me, here, have $1 million, I kid you not, one of the first, there are probably 3 things and I thought about this. 3 things I would do immediately, or as soon as possible. Now, think about what you think those 3 things are. I'm gonna give you like 10 seconds, and I guarantee you will not get any of them right. Well, you might get one of them right. Okay. The one you probably would get right is this. Frame 1. Find a new place to live. A more comfortable, spacious place to live with better internet. Yeah. That's number 1. But the other 2, I want to go to the beach. I want to just go to the beach and see this shore. I haven't been to the beach since I've been here. And then the third one is have a steak. Like a nice big, like well done, like a steak from like one of those restaurants you see on YouTube. Those restaurants that like are well known for their steaks. Like there's supposed to be this place in Las Vegas. You can have like a really good steak with melted butter or like these lobster tails. Like I could take like my sisters there. We have like the lobster tails with the butter. They're like $80 each for these lobster tails. but they're like Australian lobsters. They're just Australian lobster tails, and they're like $80 a pop. And apparently, you have to like, you don't have to do a reservation, but if you don't, the lines are super long, and I can see why. And the video I was watching, they had the steak, they had the lobster tails with the butter, and each lobster tails was like $80. But these are huge lobsters, lobster tails, like Australian, right? And I was like, wow, that's what I would want to do. Now, you would say, James, why would you need $1 million for that? That doesn't cost even close to that. That's what you would do with your money. To be honest, you guys, if I had a lot of money, you wouldn't even notice. I'm just gonna be real with you. You wouldn't even notice. I probably wear slightly nicer stuff, but I'm not a jewelry guy. I don't care. Everyone wants a decent, nice car. I just want a functioning, decent car. I'm not trying to like, you know, I mean, I'm not trying to get like I'm not trying to get like a Tesla or some crazy expensive shit. Plus I've seen some of the Teslas, bro. Like, I don't know why people buy those cars. I don't like those polygon cars from like straight off of a Nintendo 64. I'm not trying to buy cars like that. Like, I'm not trying to buy a car for status. And then I'd probably get like a small place. It'd still be rather small, but it'd be bigger than where I'm at right now, which is basically a shoebox. And then like a nice comfortable like seat, gamer seat. I'm on a stool right now. I can't, there's no room in here for that, for anything else. And then have like really nice internet and just chill. Be able to invite people over for like a movie night or play like D&D or Magic or something. Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh. That's it. You know, honestly, one of the things I miss the most from after I lost my job, my day job. By the way, I was in talent acquisition. I was a talent acquisition specialist for a company in Maryland, like with recruiting, and then I also did recruiting. Also did some graphics for them. Small company, so I had a few hats, not a lot, but a few hats. Also directly supported like management with like, you know, setting up interviews for clients or onboarding, stuff like that. So it was like I should have been making more money from that job, to be honest with you, considering what I was doing for them, but at least it was helping me out. Because this is before I had started doing a lot more work with Aphmau and all that, and getting more voiceover work from like New York. The thing I missed doing the most when I had that extra money was going out to like workshops and classes in LA, because it was like a field trip for me. Yeah, it was like a field trip. It's like I get to go see the studio. I get to go, you know, classes, like those classes are fun to me. They're fun. I've been wanting to do some Bang Zoom stuff for a while, but I haven't been able to do it. And that really is annoying, because I'm close enough. If I really wanted to, I could walk to Bang Zoom. I wouldn't. But if I really wanted to and just take a nice stroll outside and I didn't have anything to do, I hadn't had any schedule, I could walk to Bang Zoom if I wanted to. It would take a while, but I could just walk there. And I've been wanting to do that, to go to like one of their big workshops. They have like, so Bang Zoom has these workshops where it's like you go to the studio for like several hours, and it's like you get to experience like a day at the studio, and you know, for like a session. It's like it would be a great experience for training purposes. And I've been wanting to do that for a few months, but I haven't been able to for various reasons. And so things like that is what I miss. like when I first got here, almost every weekend I would do like an online workshop, just practicing like commercial voiceover, just reading like just reading and getting, you know, instruction on my reads. So I've been able to do that for a while. But what I plan on doing as soon as I get my income tax return is most of that's going away, and then I'm gonna take some of that and go to one of those. All right. Hey James, are you gonna play some games later or no? So we today what we're gonna do is for our 2 o'clock stream, we're gonna react to my Minecraft diaries. Then we're gonna react to Aphmau's. We're gonna react to the alternates part 2, and then I have a D&D session at 7. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, you need to stop spamming, bro. Yesterday, outside of this massive group of guys, you were playing trading cards, you thought of me. Oh, nice, nice. What kind of cards? Like Yu-Gi-Oh? Magic the Gathering? So I can do an edit of you, like, clips from the stream? I mean, I don't really care about clippers. That's fine. If you want, we have a section in our chat, in our Discord for community clips. If there's a community clip that you want me to look at and potentially put on my stream, on my channel, there is a community clips section that people have been using a ton, and there's some really funny clips in there that you should check out. And like some of the really good ones, I don't look at all of them, but it does inspire me to make certain clips and put them on the stream. And I haven't looked at a bunch of them in a while. It's kind of, yeah, there's a bunch of them in here. Holy crap. Salted Muffins has been like putting in work in there though. But not just them though. Look at here, man. But yeah, Salted Muffins is putting in work, man. Is Salted here right now? There's some crazy clips. There's a bunch of clips, man. All right, let me scroll down a little bit because I'm behind. Sorry, this is a weird question. The other day when we were talking about books, you mentioned you thought about reading books on stream. Why is that? Because I think I remember having a conversation with this. I think I had a conversation with this about somebody. I think it might be an issue with copyright because audiobooks exist. I might have to pick a book that's really old and not, you know, I wouldn't have that issue, maybe. It was a thought, though. I don't know if I'm really gonna do it. Oh, the guy said Pokemon cards? I haven't played Pokemon forever. Jacob says, thank you for the super chat, by the way, Jacob. Guys, predicted release date for My Street 7 is July 12th. Where'd you get that number from? I'm curious on how you came up with that number. July 7th? No, July 12th? Why July 12th? I'm not sure about that. Well, why? Yeah, it's like 10:32 in the morning for me, so if you guys are in other places of the world, obviously it's gonna be different. Salted is the professional clipper here. Salted is applying for the job of like official jam clipper. That's what's going on. That's what I think the plan is. I think the plan for Salted is to convince me to is to live in my head rent free when I think of clippers for the channel. It's working. It's kind of working, to be honest. Jam, you sent some stuff in the Discord general chat. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in there actually. I see a picture of someone's dog in there, man. That's adorable. By the way, we do have a section for like reacts to stuff, for stuff to react to. It doesn't mean, just letting you know, it doesn't mean I'm gonna always react to it, but I will definitely look at it. You know, I just sometimes I'll watch and I'll be like, for a few seconds, and I'll go, you know, I want to react to this on stream, and then sometimes I'm like, nah, I'll look at it, but I'm not gonna react to it on stream. So like, don't think because you put it in there, I have to react to it on stream, but I will look at it. Just gotta on my in my own pace. Okay. Salted is the queen of clips. You think so? Oh, James, I'm working on an animatic with Rhys in it. Where do I put it in the server? I mean, if you want me to specifically react to it, you could probably put it in the either in the there's a James Reacts channel section for you to look at. But if you just want to generally put it like in Aphmau stuff, that's probably fine too. I personally would love that, but it's a copyright issue. Yeah, I'm worried about that. I'm annoyed by stuff like that sometimes. Literally spent $30 on a specific edition of a book I already have. Get the audio book. No, I did get it. Actually, I did download it. I just gotta make sure it's on my phone. What do you mean, same time zone? Okay. You're in the same time zone as me. Okay. Well, I'm in California, so. Oh my gosh, she would be great at the... Who would be great at what job? James, I hope everything will be okay in the future. I hope so too, man. I try not to show it too much, because I know I have a lot of people watching me. I have two sisters that look at what I'm doing, despite how ridiculously difficult it is. And I feel like they look at it as a point of inspiration, so I can't... I try to keep that in mind, like, and not act too stupid online, and keep it going no matter what. So yeah. Which brings me to another point, I guess. Guys, if you want to do social, if you want to be a streamer, if you want to do voiceover, keep your social media clean, bro. Like, not clean, like, obviously everyone's perfect, but like, don't be too dumb on social media. Like, just don't do it. I was thinking, like, if you really have to like say some controversial stuff or crash out, like, don't have your face associated with it, or have a burner account. Do the Kevin Durant method, bro. Like, but even then, I would suggest not to do it. Like, if you look at my social media, like, I don't post any of this on any of that stuff. Period. It's not worth it, bro. It really isn't. Like, people are so, like, I would say your social media account is one of the top 3 things that helps you get a job or prevents you from getting your jobs now. So just don't. All right. I don't care how safe you think you are. Like, you post something, if you know, you just, it's a stupid game that only gives you stupid prizes as a reward. Going that route. Let's see here. Would you ever do music reactions? I'm not proficient enough with musical theory and stuff like that to do a proper analysis. I can enjoy music like any normal person would, but I don't think there'd be much value for a reaction video for that. You sent pictures of the dog? Oh, nice. Hey, what's up, Muffins? What's good? Heard y'all talking about me? Only good things. Don't worry about it. James, can we watch The Doll is Killing My Family? What is that? The heck? What is that? This might be a boring stream, but... Wait, you think it's a boring stream? Dag. But you can always read it off camera and talk about it on stream like a book club. Yeah. Yeah. I can do that. That sounds interesting. That makes sense, Amanda. I was thinking about doing it for anime too. But then again, doesn't that become more like a podcast though? I think podcasts would be nice. I invite somebody and we just talk about a book or talk about a particular anime. When we were doing the stream yesterday, I noticed that Corrine, I didn't realize Corrine was a big Detective Conan fan. I didn't realize that. That's crisp. And I think Zane is a big, Zane. Keston is a big, you know, one of the first anime he watched was Tenchi Muyo, which is hilarious because the first 2 anime I saw in Japan that made me want to watch anime in the future was Detective Conan and Tenchi Muyo. I didn't get into anime until after I left Japan because I was a big going outside playing basketball kind of person, and I wanted to see more of Japan as much as I could anyways. I was always outside playing games, and I lived close to the school, and there was like a basketball court, and it was always nice to walk around and like walk to like the store and all that stuff like that. It was a nice place to walk around and live, from what I remember. So I didn't really watch anime until I left the U.S., but I did watch Tenchi Muyo as much as I could, and Detective Conan, even though I didn't know what they were saying. So, music reactions, Fallen Kingdom series. Didn't we watch some of Fallen Kingdom already? I think we did, dude. It's on the channel. What do you say, Jacob? Jess has a Scratch account, and I have for what? What are you talking about, man? Oh, let me see. What are you talking about, dude? What's a Scratch account? What does that mean? What do you mean a Scratch account? What does that mean, dude? Okay, let's see what people are saying. Salted would be great at the clipping job. Oh yeah, Muffins. We were going through the community clips, TLDR, and we just saw you just had a bunch of clips in there, and we were just like, yeah, Salt is putting in work, you know, having fun with it, which is why I wanted the channel to be there. So, it helps me see what you guys think is funny. Social media is dumb in the first place. It can be. There's good and bad. There's good and bad. Social media is what you make of it. I don't get into any controversies because I don't look for them. If you F around, you will find out. Typically, that's the way of the world in social media. And I don't look for it. I post, I announce, and occasionally react to comments positively for like announcements or something from other people in the industry, and then I dip. That's it. Occasionally, I will react to something else. I will post a comment about something, but that's about it. But it's pretty tame. So, I mean, I don't know. I see every once in a while you'll see like some weird quote unquote controversy that gets picked up on social media or on YouTube by a bad actor or two, and it's like, okay, I'll see what they're talking about, but like understanding there's like heavy bias. A lot of people wish voice actors don't have a job. Or they take very lightly the work that goes into doing it for a living. Because it's not just doing voice acting, it's your own business, you're marketing yourself, you're doing client relationship management, CRM, you're doing stuff like that. It's a lot of things at once, a lot of hats you gotta wear, and it's not easy. But people say it's easy because they want so much to hate on a group. Like most people, like it's just like a general fact of life. There are people who will find reasons to hate another group of people for any reason whatsoever, even if it's based on the actions of a few people, right? Or based off of heavily biased information or a lack of information on certain things, and it's just, I typically stay out of it because it's not worth my time. Yeah. Would we had a stream book club? That would be fun. That sounds interesting. Like we decide on a book, read it off stream, and then once a week or a month. That might be something. That might be something fun. That sounds like very interesting. I don't know if I've heard anyone do something like that actually. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I haven't been buying books though. I've been getting like audiobooks. But that's a very interesting idea, Amanda. Why are your caps on? No. Jays, don't forget to eat, okay? I always forget to eat. I'm sorry. Now that I actually didn't eat yet because right now my dishwasher was running, so I'm probably gonna check it after the stream, and then I'll probably make some breakfast. I don't know, some bacon, eggs, something like that. It's not a boring stream. How dare they? I don't take it personally, dude. Your idea might be a boring stream. You think so? I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I heard My Street 7 is being released on November. Dude, I don't even know when it's being released. I don't know where you're getting this information, bro. Maybe it's just like, they're just guessing. I don't mind. It makes sense. November for the 10th year anniversary. James, you missed my super chat? No, I didn't. I read them all. So you had some, like, I read the last one. I wasn't sure what you meant about that. I'm on the phone, so it's kind of iffy. Oh yeah, another thing I noticed, like a lot of people watch my stuff on their phone. I was looking at analytics, and like a lot of people watch stuff on their phone. I was like, that's interesting. Like, that's curious. I wonder why that is. Like a non-negligible amount, to be honest. Let me check here. Let me see if I can find it. Well, another random fact. Almost 40% of people who find me in the last month have been doing it through shorts. So that's another thing there. Let's see here. Content, typical views. Let's click audience. I think audience is probably where it's located at. Also, in the last month, half of the people who watch our videos are subscribed. Typically, per video, you want like a 20% ratio of people who watch to people who subscribe due to watching the video, or you know what I mean, or you want 20%, 10 to 20%. Overall, half the people, like 51.4%, are not subscribed to the channel, but like 48.6%. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Let's see here. I don't know where it is. I don't know where I saw that information, but yeah, I saw like a lot of people were watching this on their phones. Let's see, what are we talking about here? Charlie, James, go to Discord and look into Jam Buds. React to these. What's in there? What's in there, dude? I mean, I saw what Salted posted, but I'm pretty sure we did like the we reacted to some of these, not all of them though. I think at least 2 of them. No, maybe one of them. I think it was just one of them. The Fallen Kingdom videos. Look up Kiki Lover on Google. Why would I do that? What is it about? What is that? Why am I looking at this person? I'm confused. Hold up, what? Kagi? Sayu is streaming? Really? Hold on a second. I didn't know he streamed this early. Does he do this? Does he do this all the time? I didn't know he streamed this. Oh my god, this guy is like... This is his job. You know what I'm saying? Dude, like, I see shit like this, and it's like, I have to be better. Motivational. What is Kagi talking about? I keep on calling him Kagi, bro. Sayu. What is Sayu talking about? I go there, I go check it out, and it's immediately about, it's a commercial. Is he there? Why are people talking about AI in the chat? Oh, they're talking about the okay, so you guys seen that Studio Ghibli AI stuff that's been going around? You're so behind the chat is really funny. Yeah, I'm trying to like acknowledge every comment here. I probably should skip a bunch. The teaser trailer of My Street Season 7 said it's coming out later this year. Okay, I assumed it would be in the fall because just of production reasons. I just assumed it would be in the fall. Like, I didn't think it would be like during like VidCon or anything, because we know Jess is gonna be at VidCon. I didn't think it was gonna be like, oh, the episode is out right now. I didn't think it was gonna be that. So either it'd be in the summer or the fall or the winter. You know, obviously. I didn't think it was gonna be early. You never watched on your phone? You're on your phone right now? Nice. Hey, what's up, Ailey? Ailey Robertson. It's good. Can you sub? Sub to what? To your channel? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Why would I sub to your channel? Why would I do that? I'll look at it. I'll look at it later. I'm watching on my phone because I'm in a car. Dude, don't get into a car crash watching my channel, dude. Also love your videos. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Big fan. Appreciate it. You inspire you to make videos? That's what that is. Cool, cool. Keep it going. Keep it going then. Wait, scroll up please if you see I linked, James. I don't see it. You should probably put it in the Discord, to be honest. How you know that, Jacob, by the way? How you know that? I never know that. I don't have one of those. I don't have any, like, I guess, what do you call it? Like, what do you call it? A burner account? Scratch account? Whatever you call it, man. Oh my god, James, do you want to read a cowboy book? Not really. Cowboys? Not really. Is it about Zane? I don't know. Is it about Keston? I always imagine Keston being a cowboy, even though that's probably not the case. Probably because of the hat, huh? Yeah, have you seen that Ghibli AI stuff, bro? I feel bad about it because I know Miyazaki-san does not like that. Basically stealing. And people are trying so hard to justify and make it normal to do that. It's just another form of stealing, guys. It really is. It's just not, like, I don't care. Like, I don't. It's just another form of stealing. And what I know, like, you will always have people out there who will find a way to justify bad things. You know what I mean? Like the voice actor situation. People are justifying objectively bad things because they don't like certain people. Like, I hope all voice actors lose their jobs to AI shit. Like, that's just them, like, just saying the part out loud that you just hate people having jobs doing voiceover, and they don't like 2 or 3 people who do it, so everybody should lose their job to AI. It's like, okay. I mean, you're welcome to have that opinion. It's not gonna happen. You know? It's not gonna happen. Now, I mean, there are people who wish it could happen, and most of these people are millionaires and billionaires because they're always gonna be looking for ways to like make less money. I mean, to make more money. I get it. So right now, the strategy is to make people used to and okay with lower quality voiceover using AI through YouTube shorts, YouTube videos, etc. Get people used to it to where they won't complain, but still spend the same amount of money or more for an objectively worse product, and then they'll go straight for it. That's just business, man. That's just business. That's the reality. Now, if I was running the studio, I wouldn't do that. I know I wouldn't. I want, but it is what it is. Not everyone's gonna like what you do. I'm used to it, not gonna lie. Well, I mean, like, you can think some certain uses. I can watch some version of AI art or like music or whatever and be like, wow, that's crazy how far it's gotten. But generally speaking, when I see it, it's just off-putting, and it puts me out. It puts me off from an entertainment standpoint. Like, recently I've been getting these videos from these channels that recap manga. You know what I'm talking about, right? They recap manga, but it's like they use AI subtitles, and they use AI voices, AI voiceover, and it's really off-putting and immersion breaking because the AI constantly says the words wrong, or the pacing of the sentences are really bad, very robotic. They use the same soundtrack throughout the entire video over and over for like 2 hours. The subtitles are wrong a lot, and no one goes to like edit it or anything at the very, like, you would think they would at least go edit the voice or edit the subtitles. They don't do any of that work. They just kind of just throw it on there, and I think a lot of their views on the channel are fake. Their subs are probably botted because they want to give you the impression that people are okay with it. And I don't even think a lot of these channels are. The person in charge speaks English as a first language, which probably explains why the editing is awful. But they're gonna keep on doing it, and then when because essentially they're able to get away with it because they're not getting flagged on using, doing what they're doing, I guess. I don't know. It is awful, but like, there was a concerted effort to make people not care. It doesn't help when people make mistakes online and say some stuff that they shouldn't have said, but that happens with everything. Mistakes will be made. Instagram, I told AI to say disclaimer. They said disclaimer. Oh, wow. Yeah. Like, and there is a use for AI there is a use for AI in entertainment. It's just not for what they're trying to do, which is literally replace human lives. You know what I mean? Are you guys ending yet? I have this muted. Why do you have this muted? Why? I don't know. All right, an hour 42 minutes have passed. Wow, we've been just chilling. Just chilling, bro. You're in class? Ah, gotcha. Yeah, no, then you, dude, why are you watching your stream? I do not want to get you in trouble. Do not get in trouble, please. Anyways. Listen. Listen! I don't know. Alright, I think I'm going to actually go on Opus and start doing some video editing. Class hasn't started yet, you're just in it? Oh, okay. You should be in class, but you're not going? Bro, what is this arrestable behavior I'm hearing right now? The heck? What is Sayu talking about? Oh, he's playing South of Midnight. I never heard of this game before. What is this? Dude, what is this crazy game? What the heck? What the fudge?
You know what, chat? This reminds me of Little Nightmares. You know
Honestly, the creatures are like really creepy. I don't know if I could play a game like that. I could try. Speaking of games I'm gonna try in the future, there is someone told me to try, I'm pulling it up right now. I think it's called like Schedule something. Oh, Neurosama is starting to stream too. That's cool, man. I need to stream early more often, just see what people are doing. Been a Trash is doing artwork. Cool. I like this. I like my sleep, so when I can get it, I get it. You know what I mean? I try to get as much as possible. I'm trying to look up the game. I think it's called Schedule something. Schedule 11. Someone said I should try that game out. And or Schedule 1. Schedule 1. My bad. Schedule 1. Yeah, I have the demo here. I don't and then there was I think that was the main game actually. I think that was the game. You're an adult and goes to school? People can be adults and go to school. What are you talking about? You've not heard of college? So people don't even go to college. They go to like trade schools or something like that, just to learn a skill and master a skill, and then they go into the workforce. What do you mean? Okay. By the way, is it just me, guys? Is it just me, or is like college like slowly, not even slowly, but like, I don't know if I would tell my kids to go to college in the U.S. If I had kids, I don't know if I would tell them go to college anymore. Like, I want them to learn skills. I want them to like go in the workforce and do the thing they want to do and make a living and fulfill their dreams. I don't know if college is it now. Because I dang sure know these colleges can't be this expensive. And I almost feels like a trick. It almost feels like a trap. Because there's no way it costs that much money to do it. No way. Absolutely not. With unemployment the way it is, college doesn't seem to be doing much at all. I honestly feel like you should just go to a trade school. The first time I thought of this was like years ago when I went to, after I finished college, I went to my first job. I was doing video editing for a company and graphic design, stuff like that. Came out of the Art Institute, and I was working for somebody on the same team that was making more than me and did not go to college. I was like, okay. And I was like, bro, I should have went to a trade school, I think. It's weird because there's a bunch of people I would have never met. If it wasn't for that. But you don't go to school just to meet people. You go to school to make, to get. You're supposed to be going to school to get ready for the real world. I don't think a lot of colleges do that anymore. I think they're just straight up scamming people. And it sucks because, like, it's already hard enough for most Americans to get to college in the first place. Excuse me. It feels like a scam. And it shouldn't be that way. It should not be that way. I think you can cut college tuition in half, and it would still be too expensive for most Americans. And the value is completely skewed, and I don't get it. Bless you. Thank you. Yeah, I think if I was to have a conversation with my kid, I would say you can go to like a community college if you want to, especially if they don't know what they want to do yet. We'll just, you know what I mean? Or go to a trade school or something. But yeah, it's but I would want my kid to own their own thing. For sure. I would want my kid to own their own thing. Their own business, their own likeness, like control that crap. That's what I would want to do. Anyways. It is really going through it now and thinking of the prices anxiety inducing. Yeah. There are many students right now that are probably going to get their money back because some of these colleges have already been sued and they found out they've been doing like some crazy illegal shit. And not offering the proper education to the students, so that they might get their debts forgiven. Well, actually, they probably will get their debts forgiven. I think it's pretty much a matter of when. Yeah. Some of you, there may be some people here who've already gotten a letter regarding that. Like, I think back, right? I'm doing voiceover for a living. Like, I survive primarily off of voiceover, and then the voice, like the graphic design and the video editing that I do use is for streaming. It's not for a particular company or organization or something, which I wouldn't mind, honestly. I'm actually still looking for, like, freelance video editing work, you know? But I think about why I went to art school. I'm not doing it. I'm not using the degree the way I thought I was using when I first went in there. I went to school to be an animator. That's not even close to what I'm doing now. So that kind of sucks, and that was a lot of money spent. Yeah. James' talk is getting depressing. Reality is depressing sometimes. It's good to talk about just be real. It's going to be real sometimes. Acknowledge the depressing nature of things, but doesn't mean you can't surmount that. Doesn't mean that at all. I'm on the side just watching a Sayu stream and seeing what's going on here.
Just don't know, Gura is graduating. If you don't know who Gura is, literally.
Why does he say it like? Why does he say Sayu?
Mainstream VTubers.
Why does he say it like
herself?
Like the name of a cheese?
Literally, yeah, graduating. Which
hold on.
Understandable. I mean, I feel like she was alluding to it for a while. But you know.
Hold up. He sounds like he said Gouda, not Gura. What the heck? Am I too American?
You missed.
What game is this? South of Midnight?
Dodgers Gouda. That's right. Nag. I gotta ask Nags how he is. Well, he's all about the Mets. I don't know about the.
It sounded like you're talking about cheese, bro. He said Gouda. What the heck? Fix it. Anyways, I'm probably gonna raid him once this stream is over. That's why I got him on the side here. Yes, in real life, it's sad. I don't want to talk about it. Real life, your streams are like an escape. Okay, I mean that's fair. Vanilla Cookie, thank you for the sub. Are you from that game, Cookie Run Kingdom? I'm in college for my AA degree. AA degree. Can you explain what that is? AA. I'm blanking out here. Do you know anyone who went to college that is cheap but still have a good career in the film industry? That is what I'm good at. That's where I'm at. No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You gotta do your research on that. Maybe I should have went into film. Maybe I should have went into film or and like for writing and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I should just went to an acting school, theater school. Maybe I should have thought. The thing was, at the time when I went to college, I was extremely like I was not the kind of person who would get up on stage or like do what I'm doing now. I was too self-conscious about what I looked like or what I sounded like, or you know what I mean? So it probably still would not have happened. I wanted to do art. I wanted to be an artist, but I wanted to be behind the scenes. I didn't like the attention. I don't like a lot of attention even now, even though I'm letting myself do these things that inevitably get you attention, because in some ways you should be doing those things. James, as the creator of the idea, if we do a stream book club, can I pick the first book? I mean, I probably will do a poll, to be honest, so other people can just be involved in the decision making. I'm right next to the film building. That's super cool, Melissa. Associate arts. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I said it. I'm so out of it. I'm so glad I'm out of college. Why you become a YouTuber? I was wondering, bro. I have to know. I keep thinking why. Oh. Well, strategically it makes sense, right? You're in what I do is entertainment. It's an extension of a social media strategy. Like, if I'm being very just cold and objective about it, you should do something to give you people, get people access to reach out to you, find out about you, and connect with audience. Because I can't go to cons. I don't go to cons. No one invites me to cons. See what I mean? So this is probably the best way to hang out with you guys right now until that starts happening more often. Second of all, it's fun. You know what I mean? It feels right to do it. You know what I mean? It feels good to do it. It feels fun to do it. So if it checks all those boxes, that's just a bonus. Most people don't have the luxury to do that. To do something they like doing that is fun, fits their skill set, that they've always worked towards for the most part, but also get some type of monetary compensation at the same time, which, if I'm talking about strictly streaming, it's not a lot, but still not zero. So all those things together was like, okay, sure, why not? Let's do it. But yeah, I enjoy doing it, so that's why I do it. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it, even if I was making $1 million. To be honest. Because first of all, I don't even need $1 million. I don't even care about that. I just, if I can just go to the beach, enjoy the sun, and have a steak every once in a while, I'm probably fine. I'm happy. You want to make me read a romance book? Well, you can't make me, but, I'm skipping third period? Why, dude? Why won't James Senpai notice me? Dude, I've, read, 3 of your super chats. What are you talking about? I've definitely noticed you. But see, if I go right now, my teacher will scream at me like he always does. Well, you shouldn't skip class. Stop it. James, if I can somehow convince the entire chat on one book, then can you pick that book? I don't think you will, but you can try. I haven't even agreed on doing any type of book stream, so. Oh my god, I really want to see James read Icebreaker. What is Icebreaker about, dude? Well, you won't look at my link? I'm not obligated to look at a link. bro. Like, you know what I mean? If you want me to look at a link, your best shot is to put it in our Discord in the James reacts to these kind of thing. But I'm still not obligated to react to it on stream. And I said this multiple times. Hold on a second, guys. What if I read a book where the character's name is Rhys? That would be funny, but I don't think I would do that. Yo, been a trash with the raid. What's good? How you doing? We were just chilling. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you had a good stream. Thanks for answering my question. I try. I try. There's a lot of. I'm still catching up the comments. I don't want to know what Icebreaker is. Okay, Icebreaker is very arrestable. Then why you want me to read it on stream? The heck? Self-care raid? Is it now? Okay. Well, hey. I mean, you know what? I will take you up on that, low-key. I will take you up on that. After the stream, I will definitely do some self-care, straight up. I deserve it. By the way, everyone who's been coming from Been a Trash this stream, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Your boy Jambuds VO here, voice of Rhys on my Inner Demons Aphmau's YouTube channel, and as well as voice actor for Yu-Gi-Oh, Pathfinder, and Totally Spies and other shows that you've probably seen in the last few years. So thanks for coming. Really appreciate it. All right, I'm close to catching up. Hope you're doing some self-care. Recently, I have not been. Been stressing myself out. Been trying to get more sleep, but it's not been doing that great recently. It's not been doing that great. I will say that. When I first came to California, one of my goals was to do more self-care and spend more money on taking care of myself, like, you know, physically. But with after I lost my job, I just couldn't do it. Couldn't sustain it anymore. It's weird because, like, my dad never really did that. He was more about, like, taking care of other people, but didn't really take care of himself. So after, you know, basically. And I'm not like that, but I still don't kind of do it anymore. Like, I used to go at least, like, take care of my nails and my, you know, my feet, for example. And I wanted to, you know, do research on, like, products for my face. You know, go to the gym. And honestly, I haven't even done any of that. I've added walking more to my schedule, so that's a good thing. And I'm probably gonna, after the stream, probably gonna take a nice walk and then take a bath. Just to relax. It's like a relaxing bath kind of thing. I was kicked out of the raid. You were kicked out of the raid, Jubo? That's actually inane and definitely not suitable for stream. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it then. Honestly, big mood. Also, I'm going to have to pop off and grab some food. Hey, do your thing. Hope things will be better and less stressful. Well, you know, it is what it is. You just gotta push through. Whoa, voice actor for Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, cool. Yeah, exactly. The guy on the bottom left is the character I voiced for Yu-Gi-Oh 7. It's a series that came out a few years. The dub came out a few years ago, and then now we have Yu-Gi-Oh Go Rush on Disney XD, actually, that you can watch. And I play a character called London Cassidy on that one. Let's see here. Yeah, don't read Icebreaker on stream. It's for adult readers. Well, I am an adult. He would get banned if he read it on stream. Oh boy, is that kind of arrestable? Okay, well yeah, we're not reading it. I didn't even agree to doing a reading stream anyway. It's just we were just kind of like bouncing the idea around. Yeah. Disney XD is fire. I need to go and watch some of the episodes for cause I don't really watch TV that much anymore. Because I'm always on the computer doing streaming or playing video games for my entertainment on a screen. So I haven't been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, the dub, so I should probably find it again. You don't have to read it on stream, James. Just talk about it, the safe parts afterwards. No, I want to talk. If I talk about it, I'm going to want to talk about all of it. I don't want to feel like confined. I want to be unburdened to talk about it, you know what I mean? Unburdened by what has been. Yeah, that sounds like a no, by the way. Sky Blue Rose, thank you for the follow. Griminator, thank you for the follow. Low key, what's that? What is that? What's that emote? Oh, is that? That's a cute emote. That's a cute emote. All right, guys, let's take a little bit of a break. We got a few hours before our reaction stream for Minecraft Diaries. So this was a good stream. This was fun. I'll see you guys in a little bit. 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But in the meantime, I would like to introduce you to another voice actor friend and a great streamer. Way better than me. Way better than me. If I could become a quarter as awesome as this guy, I think I'm in the right direction. So let's go rate Sayu. Let's rate him. It's like he's playing a game called South of Midnight. Looks pretty cool. So we're gonna rate him. Alright guys, you guys have been lovely. Thank you for coming. I'll see you at 2 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So say hi to Sayu for me. Tell him to get jammed. Take care of yourself. Get plenty of rest. And as always, stay jamming. I gotta go finish this coffee, so I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.